Aloha, Scott Sylvan Bell coming to you live from Clearwater Beach, Florida, August 27, 2016, 7:55 in the morning. The sun's coming it's coming up right there. It's perfect, like right in my eyes, but still perfect day to talk about sales. And I want to share with you a common form of sales sabotage that you may not have ever thought of. So 2 weeks ago, I'm riding with a sales guy, and we're 2 hours into the presentation. He's 10 minutes from the close. It looks to me like the guy's on board. The buyer looks like he's engaged. If I had to guess, there's like a 90% chance that this guy's doing business, right? We're 10 minutes from the end, and the salesperson sitting there, and for whatever reason, sits there and he like holds up his hand and he looks at his watch, and all of a sudden the buyer, like the light goes off in his head, and he goes, "You know what? Oh my goodness." He looks at his watch too, and he goes, "You know, you guys have been here for 2 hours. I got stuff I got to do." And like literally, this sales guy, in my opinion, had the bag. He had the job in the bag. He had the job. He was ready to go. All he had to do was go for 10 more minutes and not look at his watch. Him looking at his watch triggered the buyer look at his watch. Now, my belief, he had a 90% chance of closing this deal. 90%. 9 out of 10 times this deal was done. The guy was on board. He was interested. He might have given an objection, but 9 times out of 10, I'm going to say this guy was down to buy. And the sales guy, all he did was he looked at his watch, right? Common mistake. I see it happen with salespeople, especially in something that's a long process. I do a lot of in-home sales training. This guy was doing in-home sales, but boom, like second he looked at his watch, it wasn't like just kind of like I'm gonna turn and sneeze and like look at his watch. No, he held up his arm, looked at his watch, and like it was an extended amount of time. Caught the buyer off guard, triggered him to look at his, killed the deal. So the guy says, "All right, you know what? I got stuff you got to do. Why don't you guys get back with me?" So I follow up with a sales guy last week, and I'm like, "Hey, what happened with that job that I was riding with you on?" And he goes, "That guy won't call he won't return my phone call." And I'm sitting here going, man, all you had to do was go for 10 more minutes. I knew the presentation, I knew the industry, I knew the company the guy was working for. He just needed 10 more minutes. The job would have been sold, but he looked at his watch. It is a common form of self-sabotage. You have to pay attention to it. Like it could be more than the watch. It could be a distraction. You know, you could get tired and start yawning and stretching. Man, part of your job is to be uncomfortable as a salesperson. If you're feeling like that, because of mirroring, you're gonna cause the other person to do the same thing. If you start yawning and stretching, chances are good that other person's gonna start like, "Oh yeah, I'm kind of uncomfortable too." You look at the watch, they're gonna look at their watch. It can kill your deal, okay? Now, if you could do a small favor for me in the box down below, leave a comment, question, or story, that'd be fantastic. To the right or to the left, there's a subscribe button. You know what you gotta do, you gotta subscribe. And then you can send it out to all your friends via StumbleUpon, Facebook, Twitter, Google+, why not even LinkedIn. Scott Sylvan Bell. We'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. Aloha.